Now, let me give you a concept, okay, about going out here and selling the products, all right? And there's habits that you need to do to get yourself going, okay? And the first problem when you get started is just getting started, okay? And that's the most difficult part. You know, when you go out that very first day and you've got your button on and you're trying it for that very first day, okay? Does everybody remember that? Okay, that first day, okay, and you were kind of excited, but you were scared to death. It was almost a little excitement mixed with enthusiasm and nausea. You know what I'm saying? You felt good about what you were doing, but you wanted to throw up at the same time, okay? You weren't quite certain, you know what I'm saying? And you've got that button on, and you're out there, and someone first gives you that first, how do you lose weight? And you're like, you know, sweat starts going on the t-shirt, right? And it just seems like comes out of your mouth, right? Okay? See, you have to make that first step, okay? And the second time you do it, it's a little easier, okay? And the next time you do it, it's a little easier, okay? But I'm telling you, it takes you 40, 50, 60 times of going out here and getting people to make fun of your button and getting some yeses and getting some confidence and stuff like that, okay, to get over it, okay, to get over it. And you all got to get over it, okay, and your people all got to get over it, okay. I'm telling you, it's going to take you about 50 sales of going out there and getting no's and people that laugh and people that say, but then you get, and they give you the money and you get a little confidence and you get another customer and you get some more confidence, and that happens about 50 times, and pretty soon now you're very strong about what you're doing and you're confident about going out, okay? That's a very important process that you go through, okay? But after you go through it, then you're confident and you go out and do it a lot and you're not so nervous. So here's the thing, because you're all going to go through this, right? Okay? So you got a choice. If it's going to take you about these 50 customers of getting over pitching lots of people about the products, you can do this 50 people that you need to get and have it take a year and go through a pain of doing it in a year, or you can do it in the next 30 days. See, and then you'd have your confidence level up so that you can make money faster, okay? And the point I'm trying to make is sometimes people come to these meetings and we give you all the information and we give you all what to do, and then you go home and you think about do and you think about do and you think about this and you think about that, but you don't do. Learning this information is great, but it's useless unless you start putting it into action. Okay, and the more action you get, the more confident you get. The more people you get, the more excited you are. The more people that say yes, the more money you make. The more money you make, the more excited you get. You see? And you've got to go through that process to make a little bit of strength for yourself so that you can get excited finally about yourself, and you go. Okay? And it just makes sense to get it out of the way quick. Because everything that you do is quick is better and easier, and I'll explain that here in a few minutes. So if you want to get it out of the way quick, here's the way to do it. Talk to 10 people a day about the product. Not a big chore. 10 people a day that you sit down or on the street or however you do it at a party plan or whatever way you want to do it, but you talk to 10 whole people a day about the product. You give them the whole thing, which doesn't take very long. You guys saw me do the product presentation yesterday. Story, 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 give me the money. It's not exactly a huge, difficult deal, okay? Now, let's say that we're going to have you take time off, okay, because we don't want you working too hard, okay? And you're going to take the weekends off, and you do this for 22 days a month. That's 220 people that you talk to during the month. Now, let me just ask you this. How many of you, if you make 5 presentations about the product, okay? You sit down with someone, or it's a group, however you do it, you make 5 presentations, how many of you get at least 1 customer out of 5 people? Okay, a little while for the translation. Okay, look around, everybody, okay? Everybody, all right? So this is good. So if you talk to 10 people a day, and you do this for 22 days, that means you're going to have 50 customers on the product, because all it's taking you is 1 out of 5 that you've got on the product. And many of you, how many of you get, if you sit them down and tell them the whole story about the product, how many of you get half the people to buy? Okay, a lot more. Okay, but I'm just giving you the bad result here. That's exciting, because that's something that anybody can do by just getting their distributor kit. I want you to think about this. How many businesses can you start, okay? I mean, if you were to just go out and start a little beauty salon, okay? Some little dinky beauty salon, how much would it cost? 20,000, 25 grand, could be 100 grand depending on the area and stuff like that, okay? Just a beauty salon we're talking about. Now they got to do all kinds of things. They got to have their sign up on the building. They've got to have some accountants to figure out what's going on. They probably hired a lawyer to get their contracts for their setup on their retail store. They got to keep inventory. They got to manage their employees. They got to write checks. They got to do all this stuff. And in most cases, write this down, 98% of most businesses go out of business within the first 1 or 2 years. So now we've got this woman that opened up this great little beauty salon, has invested all this money, okay, and the chances of going broke is very high, and she's got to do all these things, and all we're saying is you get a distributor kit, okay, for $100 lousy. What a business! That's unbelievable. See, I'm telling you this because I want you to realize how lucky we are, okay? This is unbelievable. This doesn't happen in normal businesses. That's what's so amazing about the Herbalife business.